Walk around the compound, see tigers and some Pete's. Meow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hi, Momo. Momo. Hey, sugar pie. Hey, sugar pie. Hey, baby girl. You doing okay? Yeah? Okay. Okie dokie. Hello, lemurs. How are you? What is new? What is new? I was heading this way. I just got done butchering. Heading this way to do the basically, you do a post. There's a lot of different like layers of security checks whenever we do any sort of kind of work out in the facility, and a very important one kind of at the end is to do like the last, the final kind of walk around. Yeah. It's funny. Oh, which walk around came first? What did the webcast or the thing? No, I just blended the two together. But hi, Lack. Whenever you're going around and you're opening gates and locking doors and locking cats up into lockdown areas, and there's multiple people, kind of like working on different kind of clean teams and whatnot, it's always good to just like, all right, after all this stuff is done, you walk around, you make sure that the right gates are shut, the right gates are open, the cats are either in or out of areas that they are supposed to or are not supposed to be, etc., etc. And I was doing that, and I thought like, hey, you still didn't film the Thursday cast, and it's already end of the day Friday. How about we do a little bit of, two birds, one cup, Well, there's a shark. Pocket. Parker. Parker. You gotta help Parker. Hey, you gotta help Parker. I feel like if I move, she's just gonna fly out of there, and there's just gonna be water just going all hither and thither. Well, she's not doing it. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi. Hello. Perk. Hey, look at her, just being just such a little weirdo. You don't see me. Packet? A pocket dial. A hot pocket dial. I think, yeah, Sam's over there. She's mowing. Hi, ZZ. Oh, very pretty. For pretty girl. So pretty. What are you doing? What are doing? Being dorbs. Blurs. Darbs. Blurs. Darbs. I worked with a lady who she kind of talked like Bjork. but not like very, very mild. And I don't think she was Icelandic. She could have been. I don't think she was. Choo-choo! But yeah. So yeah, she wasn't like, you know, the full-blown, you know, it's Iceland every Bjork. My weird sounds. I take tuning forks, I put them in gravy, make new album. Like, what? Why are you doing that? I recorded on the wax of melting candle. Okay, sure. No, she didn't sound like that, but like just a little bit, Hello. That sounds good. I'm vegan. Like, maybe that was even a little bit too much. But that was weird. That was weird. He snuffled, but it's like he didn't move his lips. Did you guys see that? Are you working on like some weird ventriloquism stuff? Okay, I saw that. I saw that one too. Ventriloquism snuffles. Did you order a booklet off of the back of a cereal box? Learn to throw your voice. Learn to throw your snuffles. Of course, it's in order to be sneaky. Or maybe it's also to engage in, you know, more proselytization. If you want to be able, you have to throw your snuffles far and wide in order to, you know, reach a wide congregation. Yep. Hello. Hello. Don't you pee on me. Don't you pee. Don't you. No, no, no. Can't get fooled again. I don't know. I don't think it was like that hot today, but it felt more kind of squeezing. It felt more raisin making than you'd think. Like on paper, it didn't seem like it was that hot. Hi. I think maybe just got to like what, mid-upper 80s kind of thing. I don't know if it's like the UV, if just the sun was stronger today. I don't think it was particularly humid. It just felt. It just working, and I've been working outside all week. Whoa. We almost missed that. But for some reason, it kind of, yeah. It felt kind of draining today. And it wasn't just me. It, like, there's, you know, like, oh, boy, gotta slow down, take her easy a little bit. But speaking of like accents and people that you work with, work with a woman who I thought was from Texas. Turns out she wasn't. Hello. Well, hello. Hi. Hello, mister. How are you? Hey, big guy. 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 Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle your nostrils. But yeah, worked with a woman who, you know, definitely would be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, y'all. But was born and raised in Ireland and moved to Texas when she was like 16, 17. But she's been living in Texas like the last 20 years, something like that. That one kind of threw me. That threw me through because and she's like, oh yeah, no, just talking about like, oh, I grew up over here and went over here and everything, and she talked about going home and like, oh yeah, dog, you know. And then you could hear it, like she's like, it's funny because when she starts talking about home, she kind of slipped into it. Yeah, you know, you got over there, and but a little bit, but then it's also, it kind of like swings back to some of the draw, and like, anyway, y'all, and I'm just like, this is bonkers. And I worked with this person for a long time, and then we just kind of got, you know, before I found that out about her, and then we got to chatting. Just about, you know, like, hey, where are you from? Blah, 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 you know, like, and I'm asking, like, oh, did you live, you know, like, where in Texas did you grow up? And he's like, well, I didn't. I'm like, oh, please explain. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, oh, maybe New Mexico, maybe Oklahoma. And I'm like, I'm way off. Hi. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, but very cool lady, does great work, and hell of a driver, I will say, because when I had my car in the shop at one point, and you know, she very graciously offered to give me rides, and oh yeah, lead foot, but not like crazy, just like, oh my gosh, like, no, like, I'm surprised that the vehicle didn't like have a roll cage and like a 5-point harness installed. I'm just like, jeepers cripes, like, what are you doing working here? You need to be like on a track somewhere. Ooh. 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 Because, you know, like, there's some people, they are like a bit of a, they kind of hot rod, but then like you don't feel like, this doesn't feel safe. I don't feel as confident as the person behind the wheel does right now, and it's making me uneasy. But then there's some people, like, they kind of zip around and zoom a little bit, but like you could tell, like, oh, like they got the stuff, they got that spark, and you're like, all right. I can go along for this journey. I'm cool with it. Hi, sweetie pie. I know, it's kind of hot. It's kind of warm. Ooh, hi, sugar pie. Hey, sugar pie. Ooh, how very beautiful. Hello, very beautiful. Hello, very beautiful. You're very beautiful. You know that? Ooh, hi, sugar pie. Prin pants. Prin pants. Prin, where are your pants? Where'd they go? Not again. Oh boy, I was about to walk away when all this started happening. Too much. Too much. She's like, look, if I was wearing pants, I wouldn't feel at ease enough to do this. So, you're welcome. I'm like, all right, fair enough. I think I remember a story about the first woman that ever won a Congressional Medal of Honor. And it was a nurse, I believe, in the Civil War. And won the Medal of Honor, and then had to use that Medal of Honor to then like petition, get a legal petition in order to like not get harassed when she would wear pants in public. You'll be like, what are you doing wearing? You're not supposed to be wearing those. It's like, I don't know how true that story is. You may have to look it up. But there is something about like the first woman who won a Medal of Honor, and she's just like, look, I know that like all the ladies like at this era kind of wear dresses. I don't want to do that. I would rather wear pants. And then a lot of people like in where she lived were just like, well, you're not supposed to, you can't do that. She's like, well, why not? It's like, well, it says it on this scroll of paper that was written a bit ago. You know, whenever we put the town together, whenever we put this county together or the state together, we all came to the conclusion that half population, yeah, no pants, can't handle them. And it's like, well, that's kind of dumb. What do you got to do in order to like get permission to? What would I have to do to earn the right to wear pants? I'm like, you gotta win the Medal of Honor, and she's like, done. I'm on it. That is actually kind of the when you go to the books, the Lord of the Ring books, that's a little bit more in line with you know, like what Elrond like told Aragorn, where it's like, look, I don't like the idea of my daughter marrying you because she's immortal, you're not, like this is kind of effed up. Aragorn's like, well, what would I have to do? And he's like, you gotta basically become king of everything. If I'm gonna say like, yeah, I suppose, like you have to become king. But yeah, that is kind of, because Aragorn's like, what would it take for me to be able, for you to not be such a dick? Future dad. And then yeah, Elrond is like, let me see. You got to help destroy the ring, defeat Sauron, and become king of all mortals in the West. And Aragorn's like, all right. Does that mean, that means I get to smooch your daughter, right? Elrond's like, yes. You know, and it's a beautiful story. I'm not gonna sit there and say that it's not. Like the idea, like of an ethereal, you know, immortal, you know, she-elf falling in love with a scruffy ranger from the north. It really is. It's a beautiful kind of bit of fairy tale lore. But it, like at the same time, I get his point. I get Elrond's point. I do. Because I think by that time, like what? Arwen's like 1,000 years old, maybe something like that. Aragorn is 82. That is a little weird. That is a little weird. It's like, yeah, it's like an 80-year-old lady, you know, saying just like, but I love this 10-year-old. We're gonna get married. And and then the family of the 80-year-old is being just like, this doesn't seem right. This doesn't. I don't know if we can approve of this. Anyway, enough nerd stuff, because I ain't no nerd. I don't talk about nerd things. That's dumb. I did go see a certain movie that involves multiverses of madness. Opening night, woo! I'm not a nerd, totally not a nerd. But no, it was good. It was good. Directed by Sam Raimi. And I didn't realize how much, like, because they did kind of make it. There were some more kind of horror-ish, kind of spooky elements that they put into it, which I thought was pretty cool. And there were parts of it. That just, they felt like a big budget Evil Dead, which I'm like, this is great. There were definitely not. It's not the whole not the whole. There's a lot of the whole MCU mystical stuff. Yeah, but then there were parts definitely very Sam Raimi stuff. But just like Sam Raimi with like 2 big bags of like big bags with like gold dollar signs on them. You're like, all right, go have some fun with a few of the scenes. And he just goes trotting along. I was for it. Because the Evil Dead movies they're pieces of masterwork. One of my favorite moments. I was it was like a work situation, but it was like it's like a standby kind of place where there's like a break area where it's like there's weather things that are and you can. So it's not just like when I say it's like a break room, like no, it's meant to be there for like a little bit more of a prolonged kind of stay so that you can like be on call to like go and monitor weather stuff. So you can like watch movies, and I actually put Army of Darkness on this one time. So I was going through, I'm like, oh my gosh, they have this. Fantastic. I put it on, and this guy was like kind of like he's kind of like at first he's kind of watching it, just kind of like over there and like what is this? Like this is okay, but like the more he's it was like more like that type stuff. And then of course like by halfway into it, like he's up and he's watching it, and then he gets it, and like all of the campiness of it, all of the silliness of it, all of like like it's meant to be over the top and really really ridiculous. Like it's meant to be super super silly and super campy in a lot of these parts. Like that's the charm of it, and he got it. And then he saw like in those moments like became like that much more hilarious when like they were on purpose. And we were both heartily chuckling. It's a great moment. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbus the Ward in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all of your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility around me, you can always visit the website KRescueTexas.com for more information. You keep them tigers fed. Big shout out to the extra fancy patrons. I see you. You are so fancy. And thank you so much for your support. And we will see you next time. All right. Bye-bye. What should I do at the end of the cast? What should I do at the end of the cast? What should I do at the end of the cast? What should I do at the end of the cast? What should I do at the end of the cast? What should I do at the end of the cast? What should I do at the end of the cast? What should I do at the end of the cast?